Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather, and I just want to say I'm just so impressed and thankful for the number of subscribers I have. It's over 700 today. Last I looked, it was like 710, 712 subscribers. I can't believe in just a year I've gotten that many. Just thanks to everybody who's watching my videos. Okay, so I promise this video is not going to be as long as my last one. My last one was a huge thing. It actually took from start to finish like 3.5 days to make the two snowman wreaths and the big floral center piece. You know, spray painting, waiting for all that to dry in between the dry time between each coat. So I promise my next videos will not be that long. So what I wanted to do is, because I've got all this nice yarn left over from the snowman wreaths, I wanted to cover the styrofoam Christmas trees. I went looking for the trees and I couldn't find it because I had them a week ago. I put them aside with all my stuff I want to make for Christmas ornaments for this year, and I couldn't find it, but I was in the other bag or the other box and I found these. I got them last year or the year before, and they are the styrofoam bells. There's about 6 or 7 in here. There's 7 little bells. There's different sizes. I got this at a local thrift store for 50 cents. So I've decided I'm going to cover these with the nice yarn, and I'm going to add real bells. So I've got a whole bunch of real bells. I got the small ones and I have the larger bells. I'm not sure which ones will look best on this, so I'm just going to open this package. I'm just going to turn the camera down and get it all centered so you can see what I am doing. Okay, so I got all my bells out. So I've got the little small ones. I'm not sure, I think I got these at the dollar store last year or the year before. They were in a pack. I don't know if it's, I know there's multiple packages. Well, this one here I could tell is actually off a different ornament. So I always save the bells if they fall off ornament, because you can always use them in other projects. Then I have these ones here, these big red and green ones. I know I bought these last year at the dollar store. So a couple different packs. I think they sell them just the pack of green or the pack of red. And there's a couple different styles to them. I don't have any left with the green with the snowflakes. I really like that one. I think all the green ones I have are just the X on them, but I really like the decorative one with the snowflakes, and it's got the stars that's a little bit more decorative. And then I have this other pack. It's a medium size bell. I got this at a local thrift store for $1. So I've got 7 bell shape here. So I got 3 different sizes. So I've got 1 large one, I got 4 medium, and then 2 small. So I'm just gonna set these ones aside. I'm just gonna cover the large one. I also noticed it's a different type of foam. You know, it's the styrofoam, and the other kind of foam, I don't know what it's called, but you know, this is the one that's all, I guess it looks glittery and it's rough. And this one is just more shiny and it's smoother. So I don't know what the difference is between the styrofoams. And of course I've got my glue gun. So first thing I'm going to do is just put a bit of glue. I'm going to work from the top down. Put a blob of glue on top. And I'm just going to, I had this a second ago, the end of this. So I dropped it again. So I've got to find the end. So I think I've got a big knot in here. So I'll be back when I get the knot undone. Okay, I had the big knot. It took a few minutes to get that untangled. So of course the glue hardened. I'm just going to take the hard glue off. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the top. And I'm just going to make a little circle here. Just kind of start rolling it around and sticking it on the top. Now I'm just going to try to figure out how it's easiest for me to be able to glue and rotate this. I'm just going to put a strip of glue and just put the yarn on top of the glue. I'm going to do all the way around, just a strip of glue, and then the yarn. I'm just going to do that for all 7 of these. Need another glue stick. I'm just going to keep putting glue around and wrapping the yarn around. See, I've never seen anybody use these bell forms. I didn't know they made bell forms. I'm not really somebody, well, then again, I say I'm not really one who does a lot of big crafts for Christmas. I do small little projects, so it's interesting to find these at the thrift store. And I'm gonna have to see where they're sold. Probably Michael's for sure, maybe Walmart, and I've never seen them at the dollar stores. So I've never seen anybody make any crafts using these styrofoam bells before. So I got these either last year or the year before. I can't remember, because I know last year I was gonna really do all my whole tree ornament. I was really into last year I was into rose gold and the gold, and the copper. So I was trying to do my whole Christmas colors that way last year. So there wasn't much to buy in those colors, so I was gonna make all my own ornaments. So I was trying to find things to make ornaments out of. Just keep wrapping. I'm not pulling it too tight. I want it kind of loose and fluffy looking, because I kind of want it to match my snowman wreath, how I kind of did that, where it was just wanted to cover the form, to hide the form underneath, but I wanted to keep the yarn really fluffy, so it looks more like fluffy snow. So keep doing this. My glue sticks are not the best. My glue gun is not the best. I have a better glue gun, that I bought, but I didn't realize, because it was a high temp glue gun, that it took the fatter glue stick. So I don't have the fatter glue stick. So I'll have to go make a trip the next time I'm up at Walmart. Have to go grab a pack of the fat ones, so I can use my brand new glue gun. Need another glue stick. Coming near the end, so now I can start wrapping up the bottom now. So I'm just going right around till I meet up right where, I'm at the edge now. So now I'm going to flip it upside down, and I'm just going to continue to just put the glue around in the shape of the bell. to my finger and I pulled it. I'm just gonna keep going around. I'm just gonna glue all the way inside. Just keep circling around until I fill in the center as well. Like that. Cut this off now because I'm right near the end. So I'm just going to put a big blob of glue right there in the center and just finish wrapping this in until I get it all tucked in like that. I've got the whole bell all covered. So I'm just going to do the same to the other 6. And then, just a second, and I'll just let this, the glue set up while I do the other 6, and then I'll come back and I'll attach the bells. All right, I'm back, so I'm just gonna move my camera down so you can see. I've got all the bells all covered. So I said I've got the 1 large and the 4 medium and then the 2 small ones. So I'm just looking at the size of the bells. So these larger bells, well, I think will definitely look good on the large and the medium. And then for the small ones, I'm going to use the smaller bells. So all I'm going to do is just get my hot glue gun here again. A little more glue. And I'm just going to put some glue on the bell. Put a big blob of glue. Stick doesn't want to. Put a big blob of glue on the bell and then stick it in the center of the bell form like that. I'm just gonna hold it for a second. Like I said, for the small one, I'm just going to use the small bell. I'm going to use the red ones because I like the design on the large red bells the best. So I'm just going to stick like that. So I've got the bells that all look like that. So I'll do the other few in a minute. But when I was looking for to see if I had any other bells, I did find my Christmas tree forms. So I'm going to cover these the exact same way. Just going to put some glue up on the top and grab the yarn. And I'm just going to glue the yarn all the way down around the tree the same way I did for the bell. And then for the tree, I have little embellishments that I'm going to use. So I've got like the packs of sequins. I've got lots of sequins, and I've got these little glass beads, and I've got some other things I'm going to be working with. I also have this big pack of the assorted gemstones, which I think there might be some in here that will look good for like the top of the tree. Thought I saw one that looked like a star, so I'll be putting some of those on. So I'm just going to pause again for a quick second, and I'm just going to continue gluing the bells on, and I'm going to continue wrapping the trees with the yarn. So when I get back and I'm ready to do the final decoration of the trees and how I'm going to string them all up to make a nice garland, I will be back. Okay, so I've got all the trees wrapped and I've got all the bells wrapped with their bells on. I did dump out this container here, so these sorted gems, and nothing in here is what I want to use. I mean, there's a couple, but the color is not right for my color scheme. I'm just gonna set this down and hope it doesn't fall all over my floor. But I've got out all my other gemstones and things here. I've got all my boxes full of things. They're all sorted. So I've got, this is my fall and Easter confetti. So nothing in here that I'm going to use for the tree. Although I do like these little bells. But I do like the bells, but I don't think I'm going to use the bells because I wanted to make it just simple. I want to just use the sequence. But showing what else I've got. So I've got pink gemstones and the blue gemstones. I don't think they're the right size or shape that I'm looking for the top of my tree. I've got this one here. And it's just more star confetti. I like to buy the confetti because then you can actually take each little piece of the confetti, you can actually glue it on the craft you're working on. This is just beads and odd little my jewelry making supplies in that container. And in this container, yeah, this has just got some more, got some wooden beads, and so I've got my little jump rings and some little buttons and stuff. So that's again just more for jewelry making. So let's see, which was the one that had the larger I think it was, yeah, this one. I'm going to keep up this one here with the blue stars and this one here with the blue sequin. I'm just going to move all this other stuff back down behind me, beside me, so it's out of the way. And I said I had more sequins. I buy these sequences at Dollarama for $1.25. You buy them in these tubs, and they're already separated in the colors. This one here is just the purple, so it was straight purple. I think the one might be a little darker purple, but then this one here is the gold and like a bronze. And this was all the blues, and this has one purple one in it. Then they also have at the Dollar Tree, I picked these up for $1.25, and these are the glass beads. So this one's got the white and bronze, and then this one is pink, and it's just different shades of pink and blue. And this one is just the straight pink colors, and this one is just the green. Again, I find these really good for, you know, doing jewelry making, or you just glue them on. Or one thing I'd like to try is to make a shaker card. So this probably make the good stuff for inside a shaker card. So I'm going to set that stuff aside. And I said I haven't found what I was looking for the stars, because I know I had little star embellishment pieces. I just not sure where they are. Oops, yeah, I've got more of these beads here. I've got the yellow ones and I got the blue ones. I'm not going to use those. And another pack of the gold sequins. I can just set those aside. I'm going to use the blue because I'm doing my tree this year is in the peacock colors. So I'm going to stick with mostly the blues and a little bit of the purple. So I'm going to grab a few of these stars out. I know these are just those little, I buy them at the dollar stores. They are just the little, they come in little packages, and they're just your table scatters or confetti pieces. I find that they work really good, so all I will do is just take my glue gun here. I'm just going to grab the star. If I had my tweezers, that would help, but I don't see the tweezers at the moment. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue on the star and then just stick it on the tree. Let's see if it works if I put a little dab. No, it comes out too fast to be that way. Yeah, it works better if I do that. So I'm just going to glue some of the stars on the trees, And then I will also be, let's see, stringing these up, and I just had the piece of the string. It was just sitting right here, so it's got to be right here, and it has the big darning needle, or really large sewing needle, darning needle, I think. It was just here. So let me just pause and get that needle, and I'll show you how I was going to string the bells to make a nice garland. Okay, so I've got my large darning needle here. And I've got this really, really fine ribbon. It's white with some silver in it. I'm just going to thread the ribbon in the needle. So I just got to remember, I figured out the pattern I want to do. So I've got to get my pattern back here. I was going to do a large, then the two mediums, and do the small. So I'm going to do medium, small, medium, large, medium, small, medium, because I've got 7. So I've got my pattern set up here. So I'm just going to take the darning needle. I'm just going to go right through, because it's just styrofoam, so I should be able to pull it through and pull the ribbon through like that. I'm not cutting the ribbon, I'm keeping the ribbon on the spool because I don't know how much ribbon I'm going to need to hang it up. So I gotta do the small one. Oops. Just find it and just stick it through the styrofoam. There. Went a little crooked, that's okay. Just pull it through. Grab my wire cutter just so I can grasp it. There. Oops. I've got that one on. Just gonna make sure I don't have this tangled. I just gotta make sure I get the bells lined up. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep doing that. So now I gotta do the medium one next. Find a good spot to be able to stick it through. Just push it, the needle through. Just pull with my wire cutters. There. It's a little bit easier. I got 3 done. Now I'm going to do the large one. Like that. And the medium one. And then the other small one. And then the last medium one. The bells are strung. I'm just going to leave them like this for right now until I get my, I'm ready to hang them up along my fireplace. I'm going to set that aside because I don't have my fireplace mantle quite ready yet. But for this one, I'm just going around. I was just gluing the blue stars on this one. So I've got the other ones. I got to continue putting the blue stars on. I also have these. I just got these the other day from Dollarama. They were $1.50 a bag. They said they're self-adhesive ornaments. So this one's got snowmen and reindeer and the little elves, gingerbread cookies, poinsettias, The angels, the Christmas trees, and the stockings. So I've never seen these before, so I picked them up. I don't know if I'm going to use them this year, but I'm one of those people who, because I never know what I'm going to make or when I'm going to make it or when I'll have money. Sometimes it's like, if I have extra money for supplies, I'm going to buy it now. So I'm just going to continue gluing on the stars on my 5 trees, and then I will be getting my mantle ready to string the garland up, and I'll be putting the Christmas trees up on the mantle, and I'll be back when I'm ready to do all that. Okay, so I've got my trees here, so I'm just going to show you what I've done. So one I've done in the blue stars. I did this one in a dark blue with the sequin. Well, they're all sequins, but that's just the round sequence. And I did this one with the blue snowflakes. So I'm going to keep this as a nice little cluster of 3 trees on one side of my fireplace mantle. And then the other 2, I actually just got some thin blue ribbon and put a strip of blue ribbon going, it's on a diagonal going down the trees. And on these ones, I really liked these bells, and what they look like is little Christmas lights. So I'm going to find all the blue ones, little baby blue ones. I'm just going to glue blue and I guess maybe the purple ones on here. So I'm just going to do the same as I did the other ones. Just going to grab a little bell, a little bit of hot glue. I'm just going to glue them on. I'm just going to follow going down the ribbon. Like that. I'm just going to glue a few on. Like that. So it's just going to go down where the ribbon is. I'm going to do that with this one and this one. So I'm going to glue the bells on them now. And then I will get to setting up my mantle. Still haven't quite gotten that far. It's taken me a long time when you've got a little sequence and you're gluing each little sequence on one at a time. It takes a long time. It takes a little longer than I thought it was going to. I even had to switch to my other glue gun because the other one, it was just, I don't know what it is, but sometimes I find if I'm doing a lot of projects, then my finger gets sore from pressing the little trigger down. So I just need to go to this one because this one I don't have to squeeze as hard. I'm just going to keep gluing the bells on here. I'm just going to do a blue one and then a purple one and a blue one all the way down and around this tree. Oops, I missed a purple one up here. It's okay, I'll get to it. So that's all I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue the bells on this one. So this one I'm going to do with the blue and the purple. And then this one, I guess I'll just going to have to use whatever other bells are here. I don't think I have enough to do both trees with both just the blue and purple. So when I get the trees done with the bells, then I will show you my fireplace mantle. Okay, so here's my fireplace mantle all ready for Christmas. So I'm just going to move back so you can see my whole fireplace. And then there's my tree. All I have on it is just the lights and the garland. I haven't gotten the ornaments out for this one. But over in this corner, there's the 5 styrofoam Christmas trees that I covered with the yarn and decorated. And then hanging up on the mantle are the 7 styrofoam bells. And I put the ribbon through them. And I'm just, for right now, I wasn't quite sure how I'm going to hang it, but for right now I'm just using the stocking holders to hold them up. So it looks like that. So I got right in the center, I've got my nativity scene also all set up. This is one of my many nativity scenes that I have. Actually have one in every room, I think. Got one for got one for my living room, one for the formal living room, and one for my dining room. And then I have a couple that are for just other places in my house. And this one here, this one always sits on my fireplace mantle. And that is the, oops, if I can get in here, the Last Supper scene. And then this one here that we have, this is, of course, Michael defeating Lucifer. So those ones are always, those two are always on my fireplace mantle. So there is my fireplace mantle, almost ready for Christmas. I just have to find the Christmas stockings and hang them up. I'm just short one of my stocking hangers. Now these ones here, these say Noel. They were gold, and these are the ones I painted last year because my color scheme last year was all this nice, I did the rose gold and just different pinks last year. So this year I'm doing the blues and greens, more like the peacock colors. But I'm really like how the trees and the bells turned out. Just pan down so you can see they've got my two big Santa Claus and my Santa Claus fire screen up. So let me just turn the camera around this way. Sorry, my dog's just barking at people outside. No, I just want to say a great big thank you to everybody who's watching my stuff and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.